My name is Anna Crollman and my blog is mycancersheet.com. My cancer story began in July of 2015. My husband and I were newlyweds and planning a family. We were so excited for the next chapter, and I discovered a lump in my right breast. I was diagnosed within a matter of 2 weeks with triple positive intraductal carcinoma. So as soon as I was diagnosed, I knew that I wanted my care to be at UNC, where the top doctors are. Dr. Alila was the one that convinced me to do a single mastectomy first before chemo and do the second prophylactic mastectomy after chemo. Since my cancer was very aggressive and we already had to delay chemo so that I could do fertility preservation, we were anxious to focus on the cancer care, and we were worried that any type of infection from a larger surgery with more chance of infection or complications could have delayed chemo any further. So he ultimately empowered me to make the decision. Then after chemo, I went back in. Dr. Alila removed the other breast, and then Dr. Damitz came in and put in the expanders. With Dr. Damitz, I remember having lots of discussions with her about what my end result goals were. I wanted to have cleavage. I wanted to have breasts that resembled my former body. I wanted to be able to work out. And so by her knowing what my goals were and my priorities, we were able to have conversations about which surgical options aligned best with my goals. And I really felt like the relationship and the communication were key to me being prepared for my surgeries. And the fact that they empowered me at the end of the day to make the decision. No one told me what to do, which on the one hand was hard because I wanted someone to just tell me, this is the surgery you need to do. But since I never had that experience, it ended up being a much better experience because my husband and I were empowered to ask the questions, to communicate, and to ultimately make a decision that was best for me and not best for anyone else. I was 27 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was almost an out-of-body experience to be diagnosed at 27. You felt like kind of this freak that no one knew how to treat or talk to or handle. I mean, people in my peer group don't get cancer. So there were challenges in trying to find other women who looked like me, who thought like me, who understood what I was going through. And so this lack of community and resources and support was ultimately what led me to start a blog myself. So little by little, I just kind of started sharing all of those challenges that I came across as I was going through my own cancer treatment. In the spring of 2016, I had finished chemo and I just had my second surgery. My husband and I decided to go to this amazing summit for young women with breast cancer. One of the people I met at that conference was Dana, and she is the founder of Anna Ono Intimates, which is a lingerie line specifically for breast cancer survivors. A year or so later, she had her first debut at New York Fashion Week, and she had all breast cancer models in the show. And the next year, when she announced that she would be holding a second year of her New York Fashion Week show, she emailed me and said, "Are you in?" It was such an honor to participate in that fashion show. The reason I was walking on that runway was to show other young women that young women get breast cancer and it's okay, and your body is an amazing being and it's an amazing creation even after you've gone through all of these surgeries. If I were to give myself one piece of advice at 27, diagnosed with breast cancer, it would actually be twofold. The first piece would be, you are not alone. And the second thing I would tell myself is, there is no one right way to go through cancer.